All right, folks, welcome. It is the big game today, sectionals, game 2. We've got the hometown Harvey Lakers, the #1 seed in the South and #1 seed after the Southwest Regional Tournament. They're undefeated in regular season play, 10-0. They won both of their games rather, at regionals last weekend, and they are here looking for the chance to go to Harbor Station. Facing them are the Frederiction Christian Academy Eagles. The girls finished second in the West with a record of 6-2, but they've been having a great playoff so far. Last weekend they beat Sir James Dunn Academy 92-52. They did lose to Harvey up in Perth Andover 32-70, but they beat John Caldwell in the elimination game 84-44, and last night really put a stomping on Caledonia 70-36. And that's how they find themselves here. Should be a great matchup. This is a rematch of last year's game as well, where it was basically the same situations. Lakers hosting Fredericton Christian Academy, beating Caledonia the night before and coming in here. But, of course, that did not end well for fans of the Black and Blue. They lost that game 76-43. They're, of course, hoping for a different outcome. Lakers would love to get another trip to Harbor Station for the 3rd consecutive year.
Yeah, exactly. And as you see, FCA's regionals in Perth Andover, the girls, they did beat Sir James Dunn Academy 92-52. Then they did lose to Harvey 32-70, but they were missing one of their star players, Nalea McAloon, that game. Then just after that, they beat John Caldwell 84-44 to go to sectionals.
Yeah, McAloon was an NBIA All-Star last season. Definitely a strong contender to be named an All-Star this season as well. Those announcements will come out sometime in the next week. Last year in this game, she had 15 points, including 3 for 5 from the free-throw line. But it was really just a dominating performance by the Harvey team that would eventually become the champions at Harbor Station a week later. They had a really nice press defense, which was something I noticed because last night it was FCA's press defense that really got them started against the depleted Caledonia team. So I think that'll be something to keep an eye on, how both teams line up defensively, how aggressive they are, and how well they can maintain that. Both teams have fairly deep benches, and I would expect to see some strong contributions from 6th, 7th, and 8th players off the bench from both squads. But those it may come down to how well they can keep up that press defense.
And as we're about to get started here, we see FCA doing their chant, better take the floor for this, what could be their last game of the season.
Coach John McAloon and Brandon Migrum want to get their girls going, and here we have a look at the starting 5 for the Lakers. And huge cheers from the crowd, but you got to look at some stats here. Emma McFadgen shooting 23% from beyond the arc. The three-point shot is a huge part of the Lakers game. Georgia Bernard, almost 60% on field goals, which is just a crazy stat. Also averaging a double-double, averaging 12 rebounds a game. Georgia Bernard got injured in the middle of this season, but she's looking to have a huge game here tonight as a grade 12 student.
And so now Maddie Fraser-Cole, top of the key, over to Riley DeMerchant. Riley DeMerchant over to Holly Henry. Holly Henry driving in, gonna stop. Pass back to her. Oh, it rolls for a second. No good off the attempt from Riley DeMerchant. And now Nikki Kenji. Pass over to Lauren Sturgeon. Now it is number 5, Claire McGuigan, passing back out to Kenji. Rare three-point shot from Kenji. You don't normally see her go for those, but they've only got a few seconds left on the shot clock. Resetting it, though, is Lauren Sturgeon as it bobbles in.
And huge cheers from the FCA crowd. They always travel well here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Lauren Sturgeon, grade 12 player, getting the scoring started for her Eagles. She's had a great career at the high school level, and of course looking to make sure this is not her last game. And a steal now, McAloon and Sturgeon goes down, and referee Scott Bishop making the call. His partner Mackie Ibbett signaling that's the first foul against Maddie Fraser-Cole. Fraser-Cole great with the steals. I believe she's averaging 5.73 steals per game. That is a team high, but a little too aggressive on that one. Sturgeon's first shot from the line is good. Last year in this game, she did score 12 points, but got fouled out with about 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. So Sturgeon goes 1 for 2, and Lakers find themselves uncharacteristically trailing early.
Pass over to Nalea McAloon. Pass into Nikki Kenji. Loses it to Holly Henry, though. Who's going to pass it over to Emma McFadgen. Pass back into Georgia Bernard with the drive. Defended well by Nikki Kenji. It's no good. Now Nalea McAloon passing over to Lauren Sturgeon. Nikki Kenji providing the screen. Pass back out to number 5, Claire McGuigan. Pass back to Lauren Sturgeon. Oh! A little too powerful of a pass, and it goes over the head of Nikki Kenji and out of bounds.
And you hear the bench loving that. Lakers faithful are out in full force tonight, or this afternoon rather, as that big defensive stand gets them the ball, and Georgia Bernard getting the scoring started. Let's have a look at that one more time. Reigning NBIA All-Star. One of 3 All-Stars from last season on this Lakers team. 2 of them are back in Bernard and DeMerchant. And Riley Dobson gets stopped up. Lakers ball.
And so we're going to have Riley DeMerchant passing around the arc. Over to Holly Henry. Going to step in for the mid-range. No good, but grabbed by Riley DeMerchant. Long range 2, no good. And number 5, Claire McGuigan's going to grab that rebound. Now it's going to be Nalea McAloon fighting against Maddie Fraser-Cole. She goes down. Manages to pass it to her teammate, though. Now Riley Dobson driving in. Pass it to Nikki Kenji. Passing it out, though. Lauren Sturgeon. Oh, no good there. And Lakers end up with possession. As McFadgen bringing it down. And there was a foul there.
Foul called here. As looks like that's number 5 or number 15. Not sure. We'll wait for that to go up on the board. It is the first against number 15, Nikki Kenji. And apologies to longtime listeners of these broadcasts. For both the boys and the girls for FCA, Kenji is we're told, the correct pronunciation of both her name and her brother Pharrell's name. So we'll try to make sure we get those right.
And there's a foul.
Fraser-Cole driving to the line, drawing the foul.
This is going to be the Lakers' first trip to the line. Number 4, Maddie Fraser-Cole.
Yeah, having a look at her stats now. She shoots just under 50% from the free-throw line, averaging just under 12 points a game, and leading the team, as we mentioned, in steals. Huge thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy for getting these scorer graphics ready.
And that's
good. So in spite of a bit of attempted interference from the stands there with that early cowbell, Maddie Fraser-Cole going 2 for 2 from the line. Gives the Lakers an early lead.
And so Lakers possession as that one was ended quickly. Maddie Fraser-Cole. Long pass to McFadgen, taken away by FCA. Now it's Lauren Sturgeon. Against Riley DeMerchant, no good. It is tipped out of bounds, and it will go to the Lakers.
And look at that textbook defense from Riley DeMerchant there. Was coming back alone with Lauren Sturgeon. Made sure she stayed planted the entire way. Doing an excellent job of defending there.
So Lauren Sturgeon. Pass into Leah McAloon. Over to Alucia Okafor. Pass out, pass back to her. Alucia Okafor. And the block.
I think Holly Henry got hands on that from behind her, right? Great play from the grade 10 student, already in her 3rd year of senior ball. And Henry going up against the sea of blue jerseys there. That's nothing going. We should mention as well, Holly Henry, as longtime listeners of this broadcast will know, she did get her start at the senior level in grade 8. Couple of grade 8s on the FCA team this year, as both Aluchi Eziakafor and Reese McAloon are not quite in high school yet, but are still performing strongly at the high school level.
Pass in, and finds the open shot. Claire McGuigan, her first of the game.
2 points for McGuigan from under the net. She had 8 points last year in this crucial game. 7 points last night. One of the grade 10 starters on this roster, and coming up strong. Coach John McAloon's squad has 3 grade 10 starters, and here we see them in the press that worked so well against Caledonia last night, but Lakers able to break it.
And here we go. Oh, I think they might have stepped over the line there.
I think so.
Pass into Nalea McAloon. McAloon driving down against Maddie Fraser-Cole. Pass over to Riley Dobson. Claire McGuigan sends it back to Dobson. Dobson's going to go over the drive. Stop at the free throw line. Pass out to Aluchi Eziakafor.
That was coming in a little hot. You see McAloon shaking her head there. No, I wasn't going to get that. But some good ball movement there. FCA working well as a 5-girl unit, with McGuigan coming in to set that pick perfectly. And you can see Coach Tracy Messer getting a little frustrated. And combination of nerves, maybe a bit of rust, as the girls haven't played a relevant game for at least a week. As their seeding game, well, the seeding game against Southern Vic was still a game they wanted to win, but it wasn't a must-win like this was.
And to the Lakers, using the full court press. We did see earlier there, Riley DeMerchant sent it out of bounds, almost intercepting that inbound. Oh, the pass into Claire McGuigan. Oh, no good, but she grabs her own rebound. Pass out to Aluchi Eziakafor. And Lauren Sturgeon, close with that one.
Yep. Had a couple of threes last night. Last year, when they played in this game and Harvey won 76-43, one of the big issues for FCA was their three-point shooting. They had no successful three-point shots last year, but we know it's a big part of their game. I'm sure the Eagles would love to get their three-point shooting going. Big block by McGuigan.
And here we go, driving out with speed. There's going to be the and one. And there we go. Nalea McAloon happy with that one.
2 points for McAloon, and the infraction from Holly Henry means she gets a chance for one more. As Coach Tracy Messer calling a timeout here.
And no wonder they are. Already 7-4. I mean, it is not a crazy lead from the Eagles, but not a ton of scoring here early on, and we see a lot of the scoring goes to the Eagles. The Eagles clearly have the momentum in this game, but you know, the Lakers need to have this timeout here to calm down a little bit.
Yep. I think nerves is playing a part of this. Lakers coming in maybe a little confident, as they have won both their matchups against FCA this season. They won 74-59 in the very first game of the tip-off tournament all the way back on November 8th in what was a pretty good close matchup for the first 3 quarters. They also won at the end of the year an exhibition matchup 74-31 against FCA on January 28th as a bit of a tune-up before the playoffs. However, I believe FCA was missing Nalea McAloon for that game, and you can see when she steps on the court, it's a whole other situation. Very strong player, elevates the girls around her as well. But we're early here, still tons of time to go. So we'll see how things go as we get the beep. Big thanks to our minor officials. It's assistant coach and athletic director, Mr. Mike Fletcher, down there at the minor officiating table, as well as Violet McDonald and Hudson Mason as we see the girls come back out. It is the same starting 5 as Nalea McAloon gets ready for her and one. Georgia Bernard and Emma McFadgen into, well, someone's got to move in. I guess it'll be Riley DeMerchant. A little confusion there.
And it's good.
And she's good. She didn't actually get any attempts last night, so perfect so far. 1 for 1 in this sectional tournament.
So Riley DeMerchant pass over to M. McFadgen. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole in the corner, gonna go for the 3, and it's good!
Just like that, Maddie Fraser-Cole, let's see it again from the corner. One of her favorite spots to score from is Fraser-Cole, a very strong three-point shooter. We gotta look at some of her stats there. She's a fourth-year player for these Lakers in grade 12. As Claire McGuigan puts up another couple points, maintaining the lead for the Eagles.
And that pass a little too far, out of reach for Maddie Fraser-Cole. It is going to be a turnover. So FCA here, 3 points ahead still as we get into late into the first.
Oh, and look at that steal. Fraser-Cole to DeMerchant, and it's good.
We're going to see that
Maddie
replay there.
Fraser-Cole doing what she does best as we get another look at that. What a steal, and then sending it over to Riley DeMerchant, who is the top scorer for this Lakers squad.
Claire McGuigan. Lauren Sturgeon going to go to the line after that infraction. It is going to be number 5, Georgia Bernard, the one committing the foul.
Yeah, that's already the Lakers' third foul this quarter, and the second foul that Sturgeon's drawn. She's now 2 for 3 from the line.
She did foul out in the other game last year against Harvey with 5 minutes left in the fourth, so it didn't have a big impact on the game. But she is yet to have recorded any fouls, so far so good.
And making the Lakers pay for those infractions is Lauren Sturgeon, now 3 for 4 from the line. Big block by McGuigan.
And Alea McAloon tipped out by Riley DeMerchant. It is going to go out of bounds, though, in favor of FCA, I think.
And yet another great defensive play from Riley DeMerchant, getting just enough hand in there to disrupt that pass.
And so Lauren Sturgeon pass into Abigail McFarland. Oluchiesi Okafor over to Claire McGuigan. She's going to go down. Tries to pass to Oluchiesi Okafor. Struggling against the...
Mishandled on the sideline there, and while we're seeing a couple of subs in for FCA, Lakers have yet to make any substitutions.
And Holly Henry driving in. Loses it.
Yeah, gets tangled up in the legs of McGuigan there. Just in the right place, right time for number 5 in the blue and white.
Lauren Sturgeon. Pass into Oluchiesi Okafor. Okafor is going to go up and another foul. Already the Lakers with 4 fouls now.
This is the 4th foul for the Lakers this quarter. With just under 3 minutes to play, the second against Georgia Bernard. That is bad news, and yes, we are going to see some subs here as Maddie Giggy and Ella Durrett both check into the game. As Okafor's first attempts.
First one's good.
Up and good, so as a team, FCA shooting 5 for 6 from the line, really making the Lakers pay.
Makes the second.
Now 6 for 7 as Riley Dobson's going to check in for Lauren Sturgeon.
So despite last game, FCA went 3 for 14 from the line.
Yeah.
In this fixture, they've only missed 1 free throw.
Yeah, that's a big improvement since last year, and it's one of the reasons this FCA squad is dangerous. Lakers can't take this one for granted. So Maddie Giggy in grade 8 out there, passing that around.
Under the net, Riley DeMerchant. Close there, it is taken away though by FCA.
And steal there, I don't know if it's...
They're going to see the replay on that one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a foul, just kind of knocked out of bounds. Good for Lakers there to escape an infraction.
Alea McAloon. Pass over to Riley Dobson. Oluchiesi Okafor. Back over to Riley Dobson. Gonna go for the drive. Oh, no good there as Maddie Giggy's gonna get that rebound. Oh, which is
guilty of the double dribble there. Mental mistake for the Lakers, and understandable for Giggy. This is the biggest game of her high school career so far. But I'm sure with a bit of time the nerves will wear off as Eagles set up in a modified box, but Riley DeMerchant takes it away.
And an easy 2 points there. We're going to see the replay on that pass break.
Let's see that again. DeMerchant coming in all alone and transitioning right back to her defensive responsibilities on the press here.
Driving in, pass to the corner. Shots up. Oh, no good there. Guy by Maddie Fraser-Cole. Maddie Fraser-Cole going to bring it down for the Lakers. Pass over to Riley DeMerchant. Into Emma McFadden. Over to Ella Durrett. Out to Maddie Giggy, but it is tipped up. Recovered though. Oh no, she did step out of bounds there.
And Lauren Sturgeon's going to check back into the game. Spell out Abigail McFarland. It's both teams trying to strike the balance between giving their starters, keeping them fresh, giving them rest, but still keeping a strong lineup out there.
Malaya McAloon. Tipped out of bounds by Riley DeMerchant.
Yeah. Good disruption there. 16 seconds left on the shot clock.
Only a minute 30 left in the first, with the Eagles leading by 2. Lakers have stayed close, but FCA have maintained the lead nearly this entire game, but that pass a little too strong for Lucia Okafor. It is going to go out of bounds, and Maddie Giggy's going to pass it in. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole, nearly taken away though by number 5, Claire McGuigan. There's going to be a jump ball.
Oh, McGuigan getting hands in on that one, and she's having a great defensive game. As we see Cadence McMillan checking in for Ella Durrett. Getting big support from the stands there. McMillan played last year as a rookie in grade 9. She's in grade 10 this year. Strong rebounder under the net, and with Georgia Bernard having a couple fouls, we may see more of McMillan on this big stage.
Big interception there by Claire McGuigan on the fast break, and that's another 2 points for Claire McGuigan. Already 6
and that's
points for her.
6 points for McGuigan. She leads all scorers. As Lakers ball here. Holly Henry will check back in as final minute of play. We're going to get a strong chance to score here in the offensive zone.
Maddie Fraser-Cole. Pass over to Holly Henry. Pass to the corner. Emma McFadden driving in. Long pass to Maddie Fraser-Cole, who's going to go for another and it's good. Once again, Maddie Fraser-Cole, her second three-pointer of the game.
And let's
We're going to see the
again.
replay there.
From the corner. That's her second three-point shot from pretty much the same place.
Tipped up by Riley DeMerchant, and yet another interception by Riley DeMerchant this game. She had, in the last game, I don't think she had 7 steals in their last game against FCA.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, into Cadence McMillan, and McMillan drawing the foul. She's all smiles there as I believe that's, the first against Lucia Okafor. And we didn't realize until just now that she's in grade 8, but should be getting props. She's not only been out there playing as a grade 8 student, but contributing, and a strong player at that. She has a great 4 years of high school ball ahead of her. First shot for McMillan will bounce out. Second one is good, so 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. We're all tied up.
As into Lucia Okafor, it is going to go out of bounds though.
And there's been a few of those passes now where Okafor under the net just can't quite corral it. FCA having a bit of trouble with that.
Games for Miller. Oh, and the big block there from Lucia Okafor. But the quick interception by Holly Henry, struggling. Got to do something quick. She chucks it up, and it's good. Holly Henry getting those contested points.
What a play by Holly Henry. Let's have another look at that. Fighting through the defense, and Lakers
gonna get the lead here.
Managed to pull back the lead, but what a first quarter 18-16 is your scores. We got to look at some of Holly Henry's stats there. As a grade 10 starter, she's the youngest starter for Coach Tracy Messer's squad, but she's still having a great season, a huge impact, averaging over 10 points a game, almost 6 rebounds a game, shooting almost 60% from the free throw line. She's been an all-around contributor for this team.
And now during this sectionals finals, winner will go to Harbor Station. The Harvey High School Stream team would like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acres Puppies, The Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devil Bobcat Heavy Equipment Dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House.
Big thanks to all the folks working up here behind the scenes to make the stream happen. Big thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy at the console position, as well as Rebecca Astle and Adeline Albert up here in the skybox working cameras so that we can see some good angles. Michael Breed is working our scoreboard tonight, and big thanks to Caleb Brewer down there at court level working camera too, getting you some of those close-up angles on the right side of the court, the net that FCA is currently shooting on, but that Harvey will be shooting on in the second half. Yeah, what a game. This is definitely a far cry from last year where Harvey jumped out to a 20-8 lead. And we see here the bracket for this weekend, and we've got a lot of exciting basketball coming up. The Lakers and Eagles boys teams are even more evenly matched. They've had some really good battles, and that should be a good game. That one coming at 3 p.m. As you mentioned, Hunter, the winner of this game will go on next weekend to Harbor Station to play at 6 p.m. on Saturday, February 22nd to determine who will be the single-A champion. They will play the winner of Southern Victoria and Petitcodiac, who are playing today at 1 p.m. So we won't have a score update for you during this game, but if you tune in to the men's game later this afternoon, hopefully we'll have an update for you there.
Alea McAloon trying to drive in over to Riley Dobson. Pass back out to Claire McGuigan. McGuigan over to Lauren Sturgeon. Sturgeon over to Dobson. Dobson going to drive in. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Time's running low. Alea McAloon got to set something up here. She goes for 3. Oh, no good there. It is recovered, though, by the Fredericton Eagles.
Lakers defending the paint really well here, but FCA able to move the ball around the perimeter and wait patiently for their shot as McGuigan almost gets a good one there.
Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Passing around the arc, Holly Henry. Guilty of the travel, though.
Just that little step of hesitation, but referee Mackie Ibbett making that call. Our referees tonight, Mackie Ibbett and Scott Bishop. Big thanks to both of them for making sure that these games happen and are called cleanly.
Driving down to Alea McAloon. Lauren Sturgeon nearly intercepted there by Riley DeMerchant, who's had a very strong defensive game, but there is going to be a foul, and Lauren Sturgeon already her third trip to the line.
Yeah, and again, a bit of a reversal of fortune from last year as Sturgeon now 3 fouls drawn. And she's been a very strong contributor in what she doesn't want to be her last game at the high school level. And certainly doing everything in her power to make sure she gets that one more game next weekend.
She's going to get her second one to go, so with that, 4 for 6 from the line. Pass over to Emma McFadgen. Over to Riley DeMerchant. Back to Holly Henry. Holly Henry taken away by Alucci Eziokafor. Now Riley Dobson. Quick break here. Lauren Sturgeon. And Lauren Sturgeon good for 2. She's going to pick up her second basket of the game. So 6 points for her.
Oh yeah, 8. Off the fast break, and now it's a 3-on-1.
Pass over to Lauren Sturgeon. The foul, though, by Riley DeMerchant. Lauren Sturgeon going to go for a 4th trip to the line.
And that's a tough break for Riley DeMerchant. Caught in kind of an impossible position there. Had to defend a 3-on-1.
First one falls.
Nice work by Georgia Bernard grabbing that board. She does lead the team over 12 rebounds per game.
Right, Merchant for three. And we're going to see the replay.
Look at that. Riley DeMerchant, her second three-point shot of the night. Successful three-point shot of the night, we should say. And Lakers now with 12 points from beyond the arc.
Nearly taken away from Georgia Bernard. Lauren Sturgeon, no good. Riley DeMerchant couldn't grab that one. Over to Emma McFadden. Passing around. Holly Henry wide open in the corner. Oh, no good, but Georgia Bernard with the rebound. She's going to get fouled and go to the line for two.
That was a pretty easy foul to call there on Ezzy Akafor coming in just a little hot. I think she might have thought that Bernard was closer and she might have gotten a hand on the ball. As we have a timeout called now by Coach McAloon, but we'll have a look at some of Georgia's stats. Shooting just under 30, or just over 30% rather from the line. But as we mentioned, leading the team in rebounds per game and in her two-point shooting percentage. Over 50% from the floor. That is very impressive. Of course, a lot of that is where she's shooting from. She is the main post player for the Lakers, getting those shots right in under the net. Very strong. As we hear Athletic Director Mike Fletcher pulling double duty at the Don Fletcher minor officiating table, but also trying to encourage folks to make their way throughout the gym and spread out and make sure that we're not blocking any entrances. Big thanks to Mike Fletcher as well as Hudson Mason and Violet McDonald down there at that minor officiating booth. Wow, and great game so far, and as we suspected, both teams really pressing hard on defense. It's been a struggle for both to break out with success, but still somewhat evenly matched here. It's the same starting five for the Lakers: Fraser Cole, McFadden, Henry, DeMerchant, and Bernard as she goes to the line for two. First shot is good. It's Lakers now 4 for 5 from the line as a team. Georgia 1 for 1. Oh. And Georgia Bernard this season shooting 30% from the line, but coming up big just when the Lakers need it.
So Nalea McAloon over to Lauren Sturgeon. Swings it over to Riley Dobson, but a little too far to the right. Gonna get sent out of bounds, and Maddie Fraser-Cole's gonna get us restarted here.
Yep, yet another errant pass from the Eagles. Something that Coach McAloon may look to address at halftime. Part of it may be nerves, just kind of playing with a lot of intensity down there, and you're putting a little too much mustard on those passes. But you gotta find the balance between getting them quick enough so that the defender can't intercept, but soft enough that your teammates can still grab it.
Maddie Fraser-Cole in the corner, gonna go for the drive, swings it over to Holly Henry. Passing around here, Emma McFadden. Back out to Riley DeMerchant. Riley DeMerchant. She's good for two. We're gonna see a replay there.
What a play by Riley DeMerchant driving in. She's up to double digits now and showing why she does lead this team in points and was an NBIA All-Star this last season. Gotta imagine she's a top candidate this season. As you see, they're averaging 4 assists per game. That leads the team, and 14.5 points per game as Holly Henry hustling back to prevent the fast break. Nikki Kenji is going to check back into the game, as is Abigail McFarland. Both girls in grade 10. So Lakers kind of led by their big three in grade 12, Riley DeMerchant, Georgia Bernard, and Maddie Fraser-Cole. This Eagles squad, on the other hand, is fairly young. They do have 3 grade 12 students on the roster: Lauren Sturgeon, Haley Hansen, and we apologize as Jada McGuigan was erroneously listed for us as grade 10, but she is actually in grade 12. As her sister Claire puts up an attempt there, but it's no good.
So Maddie Fraser-Cole passes over to Riley. Oh, Emma McFadden battle for it. It is going to go out of bounds for the Lakers. We're going to see a replay here.
Look at that there. And yep. Yeah, looks like Kenji was the last one to touch it there. So referee Scott Bishop making the correct call.
Maddie Fraser Cole, long range three, no good there. Is going to go out of bounds off the Lakers. So FCA.
Wasn't in her favorite corner there. As Lauren Sturgeon's going to check back in. Riley Dobson grabs a breather.
Riley Dobson, check that, Nalea McAloon. Pass into Nikki Kenji. Nikki Kenji in the post. Easy 2 points for her.
Kenji gets on the board for the first time in this game, and that was a great see by Abigail McFarland. She's not a starter, but is one of the first girls off the bench as Claire McGuigan commits her first infraction. Don't think she loved the call by referee Mackie Ibbett there, but that's her first, team's second. Holly Henry goes to the line.
58%, and she makes the first.
Lakers, actually both teams doing excellent from the free-throw line. Lakers 6 for 7 so far as a team.
Makes the second as well. So Nalea McAloon passing over. Hand off to Claire McGuigan. McGuigan to Lauren Sturgeon. Back over to number 6, Abigail McFarland. Lauren Sturgis for three.
I was wondering when she was going to get started. Lauren Sturgeon, very strong three-point shooter. And she finally gets one going. Here is Georgia Bernard under the net all alone.
We're going to see a replay there.
Good response by the Lakers as we see that again. McAloon barely in the vicinity, just able to kind of run up and witness it after the fact.
Taken away by Riley DeMerchant and battle for the ball. Looks like it is going to be called jump, and we are going to have, this time I think it'll be SCA.
No, I think it's
the Lakers.
Ball, yeah. With our veteran scoreboard operator, Mr. Michael Fletcher down there. I think he is keeping track of that on the scoreboard in here. So if you're in the gym, you can watch for the green arrow. We don't quite have a great vantage point of that from where we're standing. As McFarland takes that away.
And now Nalea McAloon. McAloon's going to go for the drive, but stop and go back out from beyond the arc for the long range two. And Nalea McAloon hits that one. 5 points for her now.
McAloon, by her standards, having a bit of a quiet game on the score sheet. Only 5 points, but she's doing a lot of work on defense and facilitating, opening things up for her teammates with her ball distribution as well. So don't underestimate the importance of Nalea McAloon as Georgia Bernard with the huge block. That's the second time she's blocked McAloon from beyond the arc.
And a little miscommunication there. That one's going to go out of bounds for the Lakers.
Fans and stands loving that defensive sequence from the Lakers. Some big blocks, steals, and now they get a chance to break out in their own end.
And Maddie Fraser Cole the pass down McFadden. That one also, so back-to-back 2 passes. A little inaccurate, so both passes are going to go out of bounds. So 2 quick turnovers and a timeout by FCA as the game is within 2 after McAloon's mid-range there. So it is a 1-basket game. Both teams still, it's...
And again, Mr. Michael Fletcher making that call as we'd like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Willings Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey I Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acres Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devlon and Bobcat Heavy Equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House. Now we see coaches John McAloon and Brandon Ingram going over some plays. Both coaches down. It looks like Ingram, just at the angle of his elbow, might have the whiteboard out, going over some plays. And on the Lakers side, it's Coach Tracy Messer doing a lot of the talking for the girls, but assistant coaches Chris DeBerrio and Kate McLean standing by as well as manager Olivia Albert. Big thanks to Kate McLean, who got us the stats that we're seeing on those graphics. So some great teamwork, and the assist from the assistant coach there, Kate McLean. Laker alumni herself. She did win in her grade 12 year at Harbor Station, hoping to help some of these girls do the same.
Send to Leah McAloon. Pass over to Lauren Sturgeon. Lauren Sturgeon over to Nikki Kenji. Kenji, oh, it is tipped up though by Maddie Fraser-Cole. That is going to ultimately go to Holly Henry. Long pass over to Riley to Merchant. To Merchant out to Holly Henry. Oh, it is going to go out beyond the arc. Back to the Lakers. Riley to Merchant going to go for three. Ball was for a second. It is recovered though by Maddie Fraser-Cole in the corner, trying to find someone open. Finds Holly Henry. Pass back to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Holly Henry cutting into the corner. Big interception though by Nalea McAloon. She's going to stop it though and set up the play here, as she was kind of forced to slow down. She's going to go for mid-range, and good from mid-range. Nalea McAloon, yet another basket to tie it all up. 29-29, 3 minutes remaining. Holly Henry's going to come up for the Lakers. And McFadden pass over to Riley to Merchant. Riley to Merchant finds Georgia Bernard to the post, nearly taken away though by FCA, and a lot of FCA players going down. And there's a foul though. Georgia Bernard going to go to the line for two. We're going to see the replay on that one.
There, and I think that's on Sturgeon reaching in. We'll wait till that goes up, but it is indeed Lauren Sturgeon's first foul of the game. Team's third. As Iakofor will check back into the game. Spell off Claire McGuigan, who's having a great game defensively and offensively. 6 points, but multiple big blocks and steals. As Bernard's first shot goes awry, she's now 2 for 3 from the line. Still well above her average of 30%.
So now Lauren Sturgeon. Pass over to Nalea McAloon. Taken away though by Georgia Bernard. The pass over to Riley to Merchant.
You have Georgia Bernard leading the team in blocks, and you can see why she's already got 3 big ones here in the first half.
Called on the travel though.
Yeah. Good defense there by McFarland and Kenji. Holly Henry with nowhere to go, forced to take the extra step. And referees very eagle-eyed on this game. They're not going to allow any ticky-tack plays.
Well, it's Sturgeon battle under the net, and it is going to be a jump ball this time. Oh no. Got Lakers with it. Or no, FCA with it. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm pretty sure it was FCA who was the person
who
did it.
That's where the arrow's pointing, so I expect we'll see Mr. Mike Fletcher change it over.
Quickly taken away there by Maddie Fraser-Cole. Riley to Merchant. Pass over to Holly Henry. Over to Emma McFadden. Back to Riley to Merchant. Holly Henry from beyond the arc. A little short that time. It is taken though by Lucia Okafor. Driving down to speed. Looking to go coast to coast. And she does. Lucia Okafor picking up her first basket of the game, although she did make 2 free throws earlier. So not her first points. But a big interception by Lauren Sturgeon. Driving down to speed. Riley to Merchant getting back to defend it. And Maddie Fraser-Cole is going to swat that one out of bounds.
Yeah. And we're going to have substitution here for Maddie Giggy coming in as grade 8 player. One of the first players off the bench this year for Tracy Messerschmidt. We see some of her stats there. Still averaging over 4 points a game from the bench and almost 2 steals as well. So also having a strong year in grade 8 at the senior level.
Tipped up by Georgia Bernard. Taken away though by Nalea McAloon.
And whistle here. Not sure what this is all about there. Something seen at the sideline, or might have started in the wrong area. As referee Mackie Ibbett very quick to call that play dead and reset things.
And called him a shot clock violation.
Great team defense by the Lakers there as they trail for the first time this quarter.
Holly Henry, pass back to Riley to Merchant. Over to Holly Henry, passing around the arc here. Lakers looking to reclaim the lead as FCA are ahead by 2 currently. Taken away though by Nikki Kenji, but it is a foul. Does send Georgia Bernard to the ground.
And Bernard goes down hard.
That is going to be her 3rd.
Yeah, a little hip check there from Kenji. That's not great news for Coach McAloon's squad. He is indeed going to make some substitutions. Claire McGuigan and Riley Dobson both checking into the game. McFarland and Kenji heading to the bench.
Taken away by Riley Dobson. She's caught on the travel though.
I like what Dobson was trying to do there. She knew that Emma McFadden rather was in good position to make a block, so tried to pass it around. So McFadden shooting for 3.
And she is tripped up though.
Yep. McFadden does lead the team in 3-point shooting percentage. 26.1 from beyond the arc, but can't make that one fall. Lakers love to shoot the 3. A lot of strong 3-point shooters, as we see there. Over 3 assists per game for the grade 11 student, the lone grade 11 student on this team, and shooting 65% from the line. Lauren Sturgeon puts up 2 more, extending this Eagles lead. Lakers now down by 2 possessions.
With only about 30 seconds remaining. Maddie Giggy passing over to Riley to Merchant. Cadence McMillan in the paint. Out to Holly Henry. And she's good for 3 to make it a 1-point game.
Love to see it. Let's have another look at that. Coming from the corner, taking a page out of Maddie Fraser-Cole's book. But that's a great play from Holly Henry to get this team back to within 1.
10 seconds remaining. Nalea McAloon. Pass out to Claire McGuigan. Tipped out though. It is back to Nalea McAloon. Chucks it out with a second remaining. No good. And it is a 1-point game. FCA leading compared to last time at halftime. Last time they were in this gym, it was a 20-point lead for Harvey. And now it's a 1-point lead for the Eagles.
Talk about night and day. Great improvement from this FCA squad, and we did say it last year. They were a young team then, a lot of grade 9 contributors. This year they've taken that next step, hanging with the defending champion, Harvey High Lakers. As athletic director Mike Fletcher asking folks to stay off the court, as I think we're going to have a little ceremony here for a very well-known member of the Harvey community. Let's tune in.
All right, at this moment in time, we want to recognize Kim Corey and give her a big thank you. Kim has been an incredible volunteer here at Harvey High for many years. She started organizing and running canteens in 2011, so 14 years ago. She has put in hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours raising money for Harvey High School by making sure that everyone is fed at tournaments and special events. Kim is famous for her hot dog and has helped raise thousands of dollars over the years that has benefited the students here and their families. In a couple weeks, we will have a brand new set of bleachers that will be coming in. That will be a big upgrade over what we've got. Yes, we bring the sign at the end of the road. Kim is retiring from her reign as canteen queen, and we wanted to make sure she was acknowledged. Please visit the canteen to say thanks and sign the memory book we have set up for her to have as a keepsake. Thank you, Kim. The canteen is open right now if you want to get some snacks.
A huge thanks there to Kim Corey. As athletic director Mike Fletcher recognize she's been working here for many, many years, almost 15 years, raising thousands of dollars for the school that goes towards things like the big projects he mentioned, the bleachers, the signs, and also a lot of other things as well. She's a sponsor of the Harvey High School Stream Team through that group, the Harvey High Helpers, as well as drama and sports and other extracurricular programs. We can't thank Kim enough. Big thanks to her, as we'll go now to our halftime break.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
All right, folks, welcome back as we get ready to start the third quarter. Lakers trail 32-33 as we see here some of the stats from our starters. And game playing out in a pretty similar fashion as what we'd be led to expect. Maddie Fraser-Cole with 5.7 steals per game. She's got a fair amount of those already. As Riley DeMerchant leading the team in points per game with 14.5. She's already at 10. So well on our way to surpassing that, and I expect we'll see a fair amount of these starters. We really didn't see too much of the depth players for Harvey with the season on the line, and I expect it'll be much of the same in the third and fourth.
As getting close to starting off here, a minute and a half remaining of halftime as the FCA.
I think that's the FCA crowd. No, that must be the Lakers crowd cheering, because FCA players are still in the dressing room.
Minute left.
Yeah,
Not a ton of time.
Yeah. But I'm sure Coach John McAloon and Brandon Ingram, as well as manager Ella Drost, have a lot to say to these girls. They are the underdog coming in to this game. Yeah, Harvey is a lot of heavy favorites.
I'm sure a lot of people were expecting a fairly decisive Harvey game, but no, FCA have stepped up. A lot of players have. I mean, Lauren Sturgeon, Alea McAloon, Claire McGuigan, all players just truly stepping up.
Yeah, Sturgeon leading all scorers with 14 points right now. She's having a great game, and as a grade 12 player, it's exactly what you'd expect. Strong game to hopefully not end her high school career, but at least play a very impactful one here. Alea McAloon with 7 points, including 1 for 1 from the free-throw line. Claire McGuigan has had some great defensive plays, and she's got 6 points, 1 foul. If I were a fan of the black and blue, or the white and blue, I guess the boys' jerseys are black and blue. The girls seem to wear white and blue. But Nikki Kenji does have 3 fouls, and she is an important starter as Mike Fletcher ringing the buzzer there to bring the girls back, and here they come. Loud contingent making the trip down the Hanwell Road from Fredericton. As you can tell, the FCA girls getting a lot of energy from them. And coming out to start, there is a change in personnel. Grade 8 player Aluchi Aziakafor is out there with the rest of the starters, Nalea McAloon, Lauren Sturgeon, Riley Dobson, and Claire McGuigan.
And we're going to have Riley DeMerchant pass over to Maddie Fraser-Cole, into Emma McFadden, pass out to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant driving in, pass out. Georgia Bernard going to go for that mid-range, no good, and Alucia Ziokafor is going to grab that rebound. Driving in, going to get the shot up. Oh, no good there, but she does recover her own rebound. Pass out to Riley Dobson, who loses it to Maddie Fraser-Cole, driving down to speed. And the foul called. Maddie Fraser-Cole going to
great play by Fraser-Cole. Driving in there, drawing the foul. That's the first foul against number 4, Malaya McAloon. Her first, team's first, as Fraser-Cole goes to the line. She's 2 for 2 today from the free throw line. Shoots at just under 50% on the season. And tallying up yet another steal. Yashisi leads the points, leads the team rather, in steals per game with almost 6.
And as you said earlier, Nikki Kenji with 3 fouls. They are not going to start her. They are placing Alucia Ziokafor in replacement for her, given the fact they probably want to save her for the fourth quarter, given how close of a game it is.
Yeah, but it is still a big show of faith, and Ziokafor, a grade 8 player, but already shining here on the biggest stage for single A girls basketball.
And so Alea McAloon driving in, going to stop, step back. Oh, fires away, and Emma McFadden going to grab that board. It is in possession of the Lakers now. Still trailing by 1, looking to pick up the lead here. Pass to Holly Henry. Over to Emma McFadden. Long pass over to Riley check that, Maddie Fraser-Cole in the corner.
Oh, she had 2 corner threes in the first half. Looking to add another one there. As Riley DeMerchant's going to put this one in, you can see how close all the fans are. This gym is packed The atmosphere is electric.
And the FCA is going to take that one away.
Coach Macklin wants a call there.
Okay.
Not going to get it, though, as referees Scott Bishop and Mackie Ibbett focused on the play at hand.
And here we go. Pass in. Shots up. No good. Gonna recover it, though. Under the net. Oh. And now Riley Merchant. Over to Holly Henry. Doesn't recover it, though. It is going to go out of bounds for FCA. And already a quick FCA turnover. 33-32. Still no points in this half just yet. This is still pretty early, though.
Tough break for Henry is, I don't know if the cameras caught it, but there were some spectators walking in right around there. And I think if Henry had had a bit more space, we might have seen her lay out to try to keep that ball in. But with spectators right there, not really an option. Very close confines here in the David McMullen Gymnasium.
And McFadgen. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Maddie Fraser-Cole to M. McFadgen. Gonna get tripped up. And there's gonna be a call now.
And this would be the third against Aluchi Eziakafor.
Oh.
Which gives for some reason it's only going up as the first. I have her with
Yeah, I have her with 3 too.
So that's interesting, something to keep an eye on.
And Maddie Fraser-Cole for 3. Her third three-pointer of the night.
Great three from Fraser-Cole. It's one of her specialties, the steals, the fast breaks, and the long-distance shots. Kind of a yin and yang to her game. Maddie Fraser-Cole, grade 12 player, playing in what she hopes is not her last game. Is there another steal?
Shots up, bobbles. Oh, no good on the end one, but still 2 free throws nevertheless.
And there it is adjusted. Yep. Eziakafor's third was the previous foul, and now we'll see this next one put up there. There's timeout called by McAloo's squad. We see there, though, Maddie Fraser-Cole, grade 12 student wearing number 4, leading the team in steals per game, averaging just under 12 points per game. She's at 11 right now, so kind of right at that average, but we got lots of time to play. As that foul does go on the board, it's the second against Claire McGuigan. Second for the Eagles. Get a look at Coach Tracy Messer going over a few details with her starters here. And assistant coaches Krista Barrio, Kate McLean, and manager Olivia Albert all standing by to reinforce the message. Coach Tracy Messer did coach this team to a Harbor Station victory last season. I believe that was her first year as senior girls head coach. I could be wrong. She may have been, this may be her third year. It's at least her second. But either way, a very successful head coach here at the senior A level. Now, I'm not a Harvey native, but my understanding is she also had a pretty successful career as a basketball player for these Lakers. As we see the 5 starters coming out, Maddie Fraser-Cole will go to the line. Coach John McAloon just finishing up with his squad.
And she's going to go to the line for 2. Quick shout out to our minor officials, Mr. Fletcher, Violet McDonald, and Hudson Mason, who will be playing at 3 o'clock in the finals of the boys sectionals, also against FCA, as Maddie Fraser-Cole gets the first.
So Harvey on a nice 4-0 run to start this second half and make it 5-0. Maddie Fraser-Cole 80% from the line. You'll love to see it. Girls stepping up when the game is crucial.
Passing to Lucia Eziokafor a little too high.
And we've had a few of those errant passes for FCA. They've been robbed of a few offensive chances because of it.
And so it is going to be Claire McGuigan with the recovery.
And that's off the foot. Riley DeMerchant causing that turnover. Great defensive play from number 13. Not only an offensive force who leads the Lakers in points per game, but also a force to be reckoned with on the defensive side of the ball. Just a strong all-around player.
Fighting for the ball under the net there. Ultimately, Riley Dobson's the one who ends up with it. Driving down to speed. Struggling against multiple Lakers players. There is a jump ball. And it is going to be the Lakers with it. It's FCA running full court press here. Or no, it's going to be FCA with it.
Yeah, neither team has really let up from their press defense, and it's pretty tiring, especially when we're not seeing a lot of subs. The starters are playing pretty much the entire game here.
Long pass to Riley Dobson. Riley Dobson for the floater, no good. And we're going to see Lakers with yet another chance. 4-point lead now. Passing it around. Holly Henry. Over to Riley to Merchant. Riley to Merchant. To Maddie Fraser-Cole. Sotteville going for the three in the corner, but there's going to be a mid-range made by Holly Henry.
There's two more. I was wondering why they were leaving Maddie Fraser-Cole unguarded at the corner, but Riley Dobson did do a good job speeding in to take away the three-point shot. Good adjustment by Fraser-Cole to get the assist on the two from Holly Henry.
Lauren Sturgeon for three. Little inaccurate there, and we're going to have the long pass over to Riley to Merchant. Driving in. Pass over to Holly Henry. Holly Henry to Matt Fraser-Cole. Back to Holly Henry. Holly Henry driving in. And McFadgen for three.
And
no, it isn't
that's
good.
a tough break. Hits the rigging above the net, so referee Ibbett waving off the points there. Emma McFadgen does lead all Lakers scorers in percentage from beyond the arc. Shoots at about 26%, 26.1. And also quite a few assists per game, averages almost 5 rebounds per game. Good utility player for the Lakers, number 15 in green and gold.
And we see Kenji back on, getting 2 points for her squad at a time of need. Lakers did have a 6-point lead there. Now it's a 4-point lead. Holly Henry passing around here. Maddie Fraser-Cole for three. A little too strong, and it's a long pass to Lauren Sturgeon. Keeps it in bounds. Oh, no, she doesn't.
Almost kept it in. Good effort from Sturgeon. Sprinting to make it down there, but unfortunately no reinforcements available to help.
Holly Henry gets it away from Nikki Kenji, but ultimately it is going to be a jump ball created by Lauren Sturgeon. And this time it is going to be Lakers.
Good work by Henry there. Tenacious play from the grade 10 student. She's the youngest starter out there for the Lakers.
Maddie Fraser-Cole over to Riley to Merchant. Riley to Merchant from the corner for three. Recovered though by Emma McFadgen. Georgia Bernard tipped up. Unable to keep it in, and it is going to go to FCA. Malaya Macklin bringing it down for the Eagles. Here we go. Oh, and once again, a little too high of a pass.
Another great defensive sequence from the Lakers. They've been defending the paint exceptionally, but putting pressure on the ball handler as well, forcing some of these errant passes.
And Riley to Merchant gets that one. And now a 6-point lead once again for the Lakers, which is basically one of the highest leads we've had in a while.
Yeah, this has been a very close game back and forth. No team really able to get more than a couple possessions away from the other. Georgia Bernard with at least her 4th block of Nalea McAloon from beyond the arc.
As Emma McFadgen gets that one.
McFadgen putting up 3, and now we have a timeout called by McAloon. 44-35. But a great third quarter for the Lakers so far. Come storming out of the gate. They're up 12-2 this quarter, as Coach Tracy Messer's squad really came prepared, showing why they are the defending champions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was close this whole game, but now no wonder they call a timeout. Harvey is starting to develop a bit of a lead here. 9 points. Definitely something of concern for the Eagles. Harvey is going to want to set up, the Eagles are going to want to set up a play here. Make sure, as you said multiple times, they've gotten a lot of turnovers off of those missed passes. And I believe that's probably what's caused a few of these points here for the Lakers. And in a close game like this, every single play matters.
Yeah, a big part of it too, the great defensive play by Georgia Bernard, basically shutting down Nalea McAloon. McAloon, a strong three-point shooter. We saw her with 3 successful three-point shots from beyond the arc last night against Caledonia, but she's not the tallest player. And Georgia Bernard has a great wingspan. She's defensively minded, and she's been able to shut McAloon down from long range. I mean, if McAloon had those 9 points from beyond the arc, we'd be looking at a tied game. And huge support from both sides of the crowd here.
And so we're going to have Lauren Sturgeon. Right, emergent. Oh, almost, it is going to extend it out of bounds by Holly Henry. FCA is going to reset here. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep, good disruption. Even if Henry didn't come away with the ball, you're still disrupting the attack, eating up valuable seconds from the shot clock. And you force desperate situations from the offense as well.
And the Lakers slowly taking time off the shot clock. 16 seconds now. As FCA is going to have to start in their own half. Lauren Sturgeon. Pass to Nikki Kenji. Oh, he had the drive there. FCA battling under the net. It is going to ultimately be Georgia with possession. Pass over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Loses it though, and Lauren Sturgeon.
Oh, nice move by Sturgeon to get by Georgia Bernard.
And is fouled.
Let's see that again. As, yeah, McFadgen's going to commit the offense. Her first, team's first. No Lakers really in foul trouble, I would say. As Lauren Sturgeon heads to the line, she is 5 for 7 this afternoon.
First one doesn't go. Does manage to make the second. And McFadgen. Taken away though by FCA.
Good work by Abigail McFarland creating that turnover. Maddie Fraser-Cole stealing it back for the home side. Neither one of these teams relenting on defense. As here comes Claire McGuigan the other way. Oh, great tip! As Riley DeMerchant swats that away. The volleyball season is coming up, I guess. Getting ready for those big blocks.
And
great work by the Lakers. 5-second infraction.
Oh yeah, 5 seconds.
And a testament to how well the defense has been playing here for the green and gold.
Riley DeMerchant. Pass over to Holly Henry. Passing in and tipped out. Battle for the ball. Both players going to go to the ground. It is a jump ball here. 36-44.
Yeah, this should be going over to the Eagles. Indeed, they do recover in their own zone.
And so there we go. Lauren Sturgeon. Picked up by Riley DeMerchant.
Malia McAloon's going to check in for Abigail McFarland. So you're back to the original starting 5 out there. McAloon, Dobson, McGuigan, Kenji, and number 2, grade 12 player Lauren Sturgeon.
Riley Dobson. Going to bring it out. Pass over to Nikki Kenji. Tipped away by Georgia Bernard. And now the Lakers still with that 8-point lead as the time in the third is ticking down. FCA's got to act here. Maddie Fraser-Cole for 3. No good there, and we are going to have FCA with possession. Oh, and it is going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, pressure from the Lakers really taking its toll here. As they've still only allowed 3 points this quarter. Almost 8 minutes gone by. Just a defensive clinic from the Lakers. We're seeing steals, blocks, takeaways, disruption, shot clock violations, 5-second violations. Lakers just doing it all on D right now as referees consulting, making sure that they both saw the same thing. Let's take a moment to shout out the folks working behind the scenes. Big thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy at the console position, Rebecca Astle and Adeline Alberts on camera duty. Big thanks to Michael Breed at the scoreboard. And Caleb Brewer, who was working our courtside camera. Unfortunately, there are too many folks sitting down there. The gym is packed, so there's no room for our camera. He has now transitioned to taco delivery. Big thanks to him for being here as well, though.
And we are going to see Lucia Ziokafor go to the line. Her second shot, 2 for 2 last time. It is the 4th against Georgia Bernard.
And I must have missed one earlier, but that's bad news for the Lakers. Cadence McMillan checking in, but Bernard, reigning NBA All-Star, leads the team in multiple categories. Any loss of her minutes is a big blow for the Lakers. Cadence McMillan, as you see, averaging almost 3 rebounds per game, shooting about 50% from the field. So a good player in her own right. But Georgia Bernard, in her grade 12 season, just on another level. And as we mentioned, defensively, she's been doing a great job shutting down Alea McAloon. We'll see where those responsibilities go with her on the bench.
Lauren Sturgeon. Pass to Nikki Kenji. And the foul is called.
I believe this will be McFadgen's second, team's third. And indeed it is. Second for Emma McFadgen, team's third. With just under 2 minutes to play.
Pass to Alea McAloon. McAloon driving in. Gets a shot up and it's good. Alea McAloon. We're going to see the replay here.
We have another look at that. Yeah, getting by multiple defenders. Great play by number 4. A reigning NBA All-Star in her own right. As DeMerchant rips that one away from the steal she created. Not going to let that one go up as a jump ball.
Riley DeMerchant in the corner for 3. No good. It is going to be sent out of bounds though by... Oh no, it's going to be a foul on Riley DeMerchant. She is going to... Yeah, I think that is going to be her third. Or no, her second.
Yep. But the team's fourth. So they do risk sending the Eagles into bonus. Both teams have been shooting well from the line this afternoon. So you don't want to give the team any advantage if you don't have to.
Pass to Lucia Ziokafor. Ziokafor over to Riley Dobson. Nikki Kenji. Taken away though by Maddie Fraser-Cole. Wide open layup and no one there to stop her. That's an easy 2 points.
Textbook play from Fraser-Cole. You love to see it. She's up to 15 points this afternoon. That's above her average of 12. So Fraser-Cole coming up big here when the lights are at their brightest.
So a 7-point lead. Only 30 seconds remaining in the third. It's looking like we're going to see a Lakers lead coming into the fourth. And Emma McFadgen making that a 9-point lead.
Now less than 30 seconds left to play. We'll see if the Lakers can shut it down. McFadgen, as you can see there, great 3-point shooter for the Lakers.
Alea McAloon for 3.
And that's one thing the Lakers should be worried about with Georgia Bernard on the sideline. If McAloon can get her 3-point shooting going the way she did last night, this lead could evaporate. And no shot there. So at the end of 3, Lakers are up 48-39. And just a defensive clinic there, allowing only 6 points in the quarter. Great work by the home side. They've given themselves some breathing room, but still lots of basketball to go here. And this one should come right down to the wire as things finally quiet down here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. We'll do a little reminder of how both these teams got here. The FCA Eagles this season finished second in the West, finishing 6-2 in the regular season. Both those losses coming against the Southern Victoria Vikings, last year's runner-up. In the playoffs, they beat Sir James Dunn Academy out of St. Andrews 92-52 at the first game in the regional tournament up in Perth Andover. They did lose to this same Harvey Lakers squad 32-70, but of course that was without Nalea McAloon. That sent them to the elimination game where they took care of business 84-44 against the John Caldwell Golden Knights and brought them here to this Southwest sectional. Last night they defeated the number 2 seed from the Northeast, the Caledonia Tigers, 70-36, and here they are today fighting for their playoff lives. The Lakers finished first in the South with an unblemished 10-0 record in the regular season. They earned themselves the first round bye, and as we mentioned, they did beat FCA in their first game 70-32, securing them a spot at sectionals. In the seeding game against Southern Victoria, they trailed for a lot of it, but ultimately pulled out the win 60-51, earning them the right to host this sectional tournament. To watch the game last night in their first round bye and come out fresh now, as you hear huge chants from the crowd. Very active crowd here. Very active crowd. Deafening cheers. As you can see, the stands are full of Lakers faithful. They want to go to Harbor Station next weekend, as it's those same 5 starters out there to start the fourth. DeMerchant, Fraser Cole, Bernard with 4 fouls, Emma McFadgen, and Holly Henry.
And Maddie Fraser-Cole going to start us off. Emma McFadgen back to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Over to Riley DeMerchant. Holly Henry in the corner going to go for the drive. Stops. Pass out to Riley DeMerchant for 3. No good. FCA is going to grab that one. But go to the ground. It's ripped away by Riley DeMerchant. And 2 points.
Great work by DeMerchant. McGuigan looked a little slow to get up, but she seems to be okay now.
Driving in. Lauren Sturgeon, no good there. And we're going to see Maddie Fraser-Cole bring it down for the Lakers. FCA need a little bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, this is the largest lead we've seen all game. Lakers ahead by double digits.
Lauren Sturgeon, she is going to lose it. And Georgia Bernard going to hand it over to Riley DeMerchant. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Long pass to Holly Henry. Handed back to Maddie Fraser-Cole. All the way to Emma McFadgen. Passing around the arc here. Lakers looking for that shot. They find Riley DeMerchant for 3. No good. Emma McFadgen attempting the putback. No good. And Lauren Sturgeon. Nice pass over to Alucia Okafor for the wide open 2 points.
Yeah, there's a great see from the veteran player in Lauren Sturgeon. She's one of only 3 grade 12s on the FCA roster, but the only one who starts and the one with the most significant minutes. You know, for her especially, this game means the world. She really wants to make sure she keeps her high school career going next weekend. Great defensive play there by Claire McGuigan. She'd had a few of those pass breakups and getting another one as Riley Dobson's going to check into the game, as well as Nikki Kenji. Coach McAloon trying to keep some of these starters fresh.
And here we go, Lauren Sturgeon. Pass out to Nalea McAloon. Pass in, pass back to Nalea McAloon. Driving in. And there's a turnover. We'll see a replay here.
Oh, that is a foul call. Looks like it's against McGuigan, her 3rd. Offensive block, yeah. Rough break for the Eagles.
Pass over to Riley to Merchant. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Fraser-Cole driving in. No good. Grabs her and rebound and gets two.
Love to see that tenacious play from Maddie Fraser-Cole, grabbing her own rebound like that, driving in past a couple of defenders in there. Fraser-Cole does not hesitate to go to those dirty parts of the paint to score. Great work by the veteran. So we get another look at that. McGuigan fighting through the defense to put up 2 points. Now a chance for one more. McGuigan 8 points already for the grade 10 starter. She had 7 last night. Good utility player for Coach McElwain's Eagles.
Look at there. Georgia Bernard going to grab that rebound. So a 9-point lead for the Lakers. And foul called.
And referee Bishop motioning with the push. Not sure, it looks like the second against Sturgeon, so. Yeah, McElwain's squad lucky. He does have 3 players with 3 fouls. On the Lakers side, Georgia Bernard has 4, but no other player with more than 2. So as we are in the final frame, we'll want to keep an eye on some of those fouls.
Passing around here, Riley to Merchant.
Oh, nice pass inside from Holly Henry. Setting up her teammate, Georgia Bernard, for that 2 right under the net. Holly Henry averaging 2.37 assists per game. Bernard, as you can see there, 2-point shooting percentage.
And Lauren Sturgeon.
Excellent.
With the 3.
We'll see that again, another 3 from Lauren Sturgeon. That's her second, but she is the only FCA player to score from beyond the arc.
Riley to Merchant for 3. No good. Looking to respond to Lauren Sturgeon's. Claire McGuigan. Pass over to Nalea McAloon. McAloon driving in. Taken away though by Riley to Merchant. Oh, Nalea McAloon looks hurt.
McAloon's down. That's not good. Holding her head here is, yeah, we'll have play stop. Gets up under her own power. Hopefully she's just a little bruised. It's nothing too serious. I believe the injury earlier this season was an ankle. But she's going to head to the bench here. Riley Dobson will check in. Lakers possession.
Jordan Bernard pass out to Holly Henry. Over to Maddie Fraser-Cole, passing around here. Driving in, Holly Henry for 3. Little short that time, and Alucci Okafor is going to grab it. Picked up, grabbed though by Claire McGuigan. Claire McGuigan all the way to Lauren Sturgeon for 2. We're going to see the replay here of that great pass.
Just no defender in the vicinity, and here she is again with the steal. Lauren Sturgeon, she is the leading scorer for the Eagles, really putting the team on her back. She draws another foul. This is the 6th drawn foul for number 2 in blue and white. She's up to 20 points on the quarters. Got Coach Messer calling the timeout here.
Definitely well needed, given the fact that they did have an 11-point lead early on, but now the Eagles have cut it down to 6, and they're at the line for 2 with Lauren Sturgeon, who is about 50% from the line, just about.
I've got her a little over. I've got her 6 for 9 right now, about 66%, so odds are you're going to give up at least 1 point here.
Which, given how close it is, would not be good.
Yeah, every point matters in this tight matchup. We're a far cry from the 74-31 victory by the Lakers on January 28th. As you hear the stands getting loud again. As we mentioned, it's a huge Lakers crowd here. As you see all the way down. And the Eagles just as well represented. You see that corner full of supporters of the blue and gold. The boys team will be playing later this afternoon The Lakers faithful out in full force. As Lakers starting five are out there. I wonder if we will see at any point Georgia Bernard come off. Sturgeon's first shot goes awry.
And the second one goes.
So that's a 5-point lead now for the Lakers.
Oh, it's Riley to Merchant. Great defense by FCA. Oh no. It is going to be Lakers.
Yeah, still their ball, but a couple seconds off the shot clock. They have not let up from this press, but Maddie Fraser-Cole driving through.
And a great block by FCA. Maddie Fraser-Cole quickly recovering that one.
Coming in with speed to get that rebound. You love to see it from Fraser-Cole. Dobson dusting it up there with Riley DeMerchant. You see there, Dobson comes up to about Riley DeMerchant's shoulder by the looks of it, but still gives up nothing in heart. Great tenacious play from number 3 in blue and white.
And here we go, Lauren Sturgeon. Pass over to Riley Dobson. 5-point deficit they got to come back from with 5 minutes remaining. Pass it to Nikki Kenji under the net. Misses the first. Oh, and the second. So close though.
Good work by Georgia Bernard gobbling up that rebound. She averages a double-double, over 10 points and over 12 rebounds every game, and really showing her worth under the net today.
And here we go. Pass to Lauren Sturgeon. Open on the drive. It'll go in there.
Sturgeon all alone. Let's get another look at that. As she comes in, great pass from McGuigan, and there's another 2 points for number 2 of the Eagles.
Three-point game.
Yep, down to 1 possession.
Unfortunately, with McAloon's head injury, they don't have their best three-point shooter out there. But they still have options. But unfortunately, Lauren Sturgeon pass a little.
Yep. And an all too familiar story for Coach McAloon's Eagles. The errant pass under the net. DeMerchant narrowly avoids giving that one up to McGuigan.
Riley DeMerchant drives in, taken away by Nikki Kenji. Pass into, and it's good.
Wow, a broken play by the Lakers, turning into 3 points for Maddie Fraser-Cole. Great heads-up assist from Emma McFadgen too. Ball coming to her in just the right place, got it quickly out to Emma McFadgen. One of the underrated things about this Lakers team, their basketball IQ, they make split-second decisions, and often the right ones. Just comes from hours and hours of playing, often together, as a lot of these girls have been on the same team since grade 3. And the chemistry shows as Georgia Bernard's going to head to the line. I think this might be either McGuigan or Kenji's 4th. Looks like it's Claire McGuigan with her 4th infraction, and this is bad news. She's got 8 points, and she's been a defensive force for Coach John McAloon's squad. But with only less than 4 minutes to play, season on the line.
And the opener back.
Yeah.
6-point game. We do see Elaine McAloon back on the court after that little injury scare.
Yep, glad that's not anything too serious and she's still out there. She'll be putting the ball in here. As Lakers crowd deafening in their defensive chants.
Kenji, shots up. Oh, no good. Recovers it. Battle jump ball.
A jump ball created by Holly Henry. We'll get another look at that. And Kenji a little frustrated with that call. Lakers staying with it. Still trying to break out of this press. Oh, Izzy Hackleford coming in with speed, but left Georgia Bernard unguarded. And Kenji coming in with her feet not set there. she's going to be guilty of the infraction. That's her fourth, team's fourth. And George Bernard goes to the line. Currently 2 for 4. As you see, they're averaging over 12 rebounds a game. Just a very strong player under the net for the Lakers. She goes again. 30% from the line on the season, and she's about 33% tonight.
Kenji under the net, and Nikki Kenji puts up 2. We're going to see the replay here.
All alone, Emma McFadden trying to sprint back, but can't get there in time. And this is bad news for Coach McAloon. That's Nikki Kenji's 5th. He's going to have to take her off. And Lakers faithful with the taunting cry there, and Coach Macklin will get a bit of time to readjust his lineup. But that's a big loss for fans of the blue and white. Still very close, a 4-point game, and we'll see what assistant coach Brandon Ingram giving the girls some pointers, kind of calming things down. I expect we'll see Ezzy Okafor, McGuigan, Sturgeon, Dobson, McAloon out there with a bit of Abigail McFarland sprinkled in, but McGuigan with 4 fouls. Ezzy Okafor with 3 could be dangerous. And this is, I believe, 2 shots for Maddie Fraser-Cole. She's 4 for 5 from the line, shooting at 80%, well above her season average of 46.3. That might be that commentator's curse there. She does miss the first one. Good on the second. You see her there at 11.85 points per game. She's got more than that on 3-point shots alone today. Maddie Fraser-Cole having just an excellent game here on the biggest stage. Well, second biggest, I guess, as girls have their eyes on an even bigger stage right now for next weekend.
Malaya McAloon shots up. No good. Still trailing by 5 here. Taken away though by Malaya McAloon. Only against Holly Henry. And she goes down for the foul. She's going to go to the line for 2.
We'll have another look at that. Coming in a little too quick. Not sure if that's Henry or DeMerchant. No, it does look like it's Holly Henry. Her second foul. Team's 3rd. As Malaya McAloon goes to the line. She's 1 for 1. Not too many attempts tonight.
Unable to make the first. Nor the second, but recovered though by Lucia Okafor and Malaya McAloon. Gotta come up with something quick. Lucia Okafor all the way to Riley Dobson. Back to Lucia Okafor. Claire McGuigan.
We're going to get another look at that. McGuigan going past the defense of DeMerchant. Great work. She's up to 10 points from the floor. Claire McGuigan. Number 5 in blue and white.
And McFadden, pass over to Riley DeMerchant. Riley DeMerchant, no good. Lucia Okafor grabbing the rebound. Malaya McAloon, long pass to Lauren Sturgeon, keeping it in, but eventually in the hands of Maddie Fraser-Cole.
Dangerous play that, keeping it in, because you never know who's there. Sturgeon basically passed it to Fraser-Cole.
Holly Henry. Maddie Fraser-Cole back to Holly Henry. 4 points separating these two teams, just under 2 minutes remaining. Malaya McAloon ends up with it. Long pass to Riley Dobson. Claire McGuigan. Oh, no good. And you expect that the Lakers are going to spend as much time as they can. No, they aren't. They're going to go for a quick shot, but George Bernard with the putback. No good. And Lucia Okafor is the one going to end up with it.
Ooh.
Riley
DeMerchant taking the charge. No call. Dobson puts up 2. Let's get another look at that. Thompson making her way by the defender. Great moves, and not a better time to score her first points of this game.
And McFadden, 2-point game, 1 basket, separating these two teams. Harvey in the lead. Officially less than a minute remaining. And McFadden for 3. Grabbed by Lauren Sturgeon. Maddie Fraser-Cole looking for the steal. Oh, that is going to be, yeah.
So here it will be Eagles ball, 43 seconds. Or check that, 51 seconds rather.
And a 1-point game. William McElwain for 3, but there's a foul. And that's the center of the line.
And that's the rare foul from beyond the arc. William McElwain's going to go to the line for 3. That's the 3rd foul on Riley DeMerchant. Team's 4th. So Lakers already in bonus. Next foul will send the Eagles to bonus. Good come down to this. McElwain now 25% from the line. She has 2 more attempts. Goes out. And now the 3rd. Lauren Sturgeon, Riley Dobson in there to secure any offensive rebound.
And she does make the
Good.
It's a tie
Fighting
game.
through the distractions. We're all tied up. And now the press. Lakers have to get it over.
Holly Henry. Maddie Fraser-Cole is going to go for the drive. And the foul.
She'll go to the line that's either McGuigan or Ezzy Okafor. And I think that's number 5 for Claire McGuigan. It is indeed. With 34 seconds left, Ezzy Okafor is fouled out. John McAloon, coach pleading his case. He's kind of motioning to, I'm not sure if it's over and back or trying to figure out what's going on. Not quite sure. Going with, looks like he's got an explanation now. And it's hard to tell. We have no audio from down on the court, so not sure. He is motioning to the Lakers side of the court, so it might have been something that happened on the Lakers side. Either way, it is the 5th foul for Claire McGuigan. Abigail McFarland will check into the game. But with the game tied up, Maddie Fraser-Cole on the line. She's 5 for 7 so far this game, with a chance to put her team up. First one is out. And with the Lakers faithful running distractions during the last shot, no surprise to hear FCA doing the same.
Unable to make it. Malaya McAloon with it. Only 30 seconds remaining. It's a tied game. We could see this go into overtime. Low pass to Riley Dobson. Wide open. And that's easy 2 points for Riley Dobson.
Timeout called here by the Lakers. No surprise, as still plenty of time to score, but wow, what a turn of events. After such a strong 3rd quarter from the Lakers, they came in with a 9-point lead, but now it's the Eagles with just enough time for 1 possession. And you hear the Eagles faithful with the huge cheers. Lakers responding. You have the dueling fan bases here. To see there from our layup cam angle, the gym is packed. I don't think I've ever seen it this full.
time to go here.
And here come the Lakers girls. It's the same five we've been seeing all afternoon. Maddie Fraser-Cole, Georgia Bernard, Holly Henry, Riley DeMerchant, and Emma McFadgen. Lakers taking it in the offensive zone. Only 14 seconds on the shot clock.
It is going to be Riley DeMerchant starting.
We'll see what Coach Messer cooked up in the timeout.
She's going to pass it into Maddie Fraser-Cole. 14 seconds. Pass to Riley McFadgen. Over to Holly Henry. Holly Henry looking for somebody open. She's calling the travel though. Oh,
and this is bad news for the Lakers. 16.4 seconds.
Timeout by FCA, I think.
Yeah.
Their last timeout of the game.
That is indeed.
16 seconds left.
Now this is still time for the Lakers to get a steal, and we've seen them with quite a few fast breaks, but Eagles in the driver's seat now for the first time since almost the first quarter. And what a game. Either way, it's going to be a classic finish with the right to go to Harbor Station on the line. And no matter how this ends, one of these teams is going to be very disappointed. Both squads playing their hearts out here. They both deserve to be there in that final game, but unfortunately, only one of them can advance. And Lakers faithful here, hoping it's their green and gold. The defending champions. They've been to the last two championship games at Harbor Station. And especially for these seniors, Maddie Fraser-Cole, Riley DeMerchant, and Georgia Bernard. Their careers at the high school level come down to these next 16.9 seconds.
And now we'll see the pass to Alea McAloon. They got to get over in 8 seconds. Oh, it is tipped away by Riley DeMerchant, but it is sent back out of bounds to FCA. So either way, there's 8 seconds left. I don't know, they might intentionally foul. It's kind of like their only choice here. Alea McAloon. Pass it around, Riley Dobson holding on. And they are going to intentionally foul.
Yep, I think that's what you have to do. You're right. This will send Dobson to the line, but it gives the Lakers the ball with a chance.
2.5 seconds left.
Yeah.
If she makes one of these free throws, unless there's an and 1-3, it is going to be overtime or just game over.
Yeah, this is coming down to the wire. Dobson has not attempted any shots from the line last night or today. Here comes her first.
No good on first.
First shot goes out. Comes down to this. Emma McFadgen, Georgia Bernard ready for the rebound.
No good on the second. Gotta go quickly. It is taken back by the FCA. The Harbor Station.
Wow.
The underdog story.
Abigail McFarland with that steal, and teams, what a matchup.
I'm surprised, very surprised.
Yeah.
FCA played amazing this game.
They did. They deserve that. Lakers deserve to be there too. You can't say anyone played a poor game, but wow, what an incredible finish. As Eagles elated. And Lakers should hold their heads up high. They played their hearts out. Especially those three starting seniors, Riley DeMerchant, Georgia Bernard, Maddie Fraser-Cole.
That is their last game of their high school career.
But they left it all out there on the court. They should be proud of what they did there as we see them starting to pack up. And we'll take a moment to thank everyone who worked on this stream one last time. Big thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy, Rebecca Hastel, Adeline Albert, Michael Breed, Caleb Brewer, as well as you, Hunter. Big thanks to our officials as well, Scott Bishop and Mackie Ibbett, calling a very fair game.
What an unbelievable game that was. And imagine the stress on the referees to have to call this super close game with all this importance. The underdog story of the day, FCA beating Harvey by 2.
Yeah, and before we go, we'd just like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey Eye Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acre Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat heavy equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, The Station House, and Black's Grocery and Café. Drop in after the game for some freshly baked breads and sweets.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down. Stop.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down. Stop.